Imagine a world where every glacier, polar cap, and icy tundra has melted away, turning into liquid water. It sounds like a sci fi disaster, but what would actually happen if all the ice on Earth disappeared? First, let's talk scale. Our planet holds around 226.5 million gigatons of ice, covering roughly 10% of its surface. If all of this melted, global sea levels would rise by about 70 meters, or 230 feet. To put that into perspective, that's enough to swallow entire cities and reshape entire continents. Major coastal cities like New York, London, Shanghai, and Mumbai would be underwater. Florida, completely gone. The Netherlands, submerged. Egypt's Nile Delta and Alexandria would vanish beneath the waves. In fact, entire countries like Bangladesh could disappear entirely, displacing hundreds of millions of people. But the chaos doesn't stop at flooded cities. Melting this much ice would add a colossal amount of fresh water to the oceans, disrupting global ocean currents. For example, the Gulf Stream, which keeps Europe much warmer than it should be for its latitude, could shut down, plunging parts of Europe into freezing winters despite the overall warming of the planet. This isn't just a temperature problem. Melting ice would also release billions of tons of trapped carbon and methane from permafrost. These greenhouse gases would supercharge global warming, leading to more intense heat waves, superstorms, and prolonged droughts. The Arctic ecosystem would be devastated. Polar bears, walruses, and countless other species adapted to the cold would struggle to survive, facing extinction without their icy habitats. Meanwhile, warmer oceans would make coral reefs, which support a quarter of all marine life, struggle to survive as well. Economically, the damage would be catastrophic. We'd lose trillions of dollars in coastal infrastructure, agricultural land, and tourism. Entire industries would collapse, and global food and water shortages could spark intense conflicts over dwindling resources. It would also change the very shape of the land itself. Places like Antarctica and Greenland, which are currently weighed down by massive ice sheets, would slowly rise as the pressure is relieved, further altering coastlines and disrupting ecosystems. And the weather? Expect chaos. As ice reflects sunlight, its loss means more heat absorbed by Earth's surface, accelerating warming even further. This could push our climate system into a dangerous new state, potentially triggering feedback loops that make the planet even hotter. In short, if all the ice on Earth melted, it would be more than just a sea level crisis. It would be a complete planetary overhaul. This scenario would take thousands of years to fully unfold, but the initial effects could start much sooner if we don't act. So the next time you see a melting glacier or a shrinking polar cap, remember that ice isn't just frozen water. It's a vital part of our planet's delicate balance, one that we can't afford to lose.